Hi guys, and welcome to this Model Engineers Workshop. I'm the chef. As you can see today, as almost a full view of the tender. Last job we did, we were making this little bracket, which is now all machined up. The hole's drilled. It's got two little bolts just under here. Can I get that for you to see? There you go. Two little hex head bolts, two nylock nuts on the inside. So now the job remaining, outside plumbing and painting and final finishing, is got to drill some holes in here, some holes in there, and there's a whole section down there along the bottom looking down into what is the coal bunker, and all of those need drilling. So they'll be drilled from the bottom, tapped into that little black angle line that you can see down there, same as these are here. These are a bit long, so I'm also going to be buying new bolts. These are M4 button heads by 8. I'm going to go out and buy, I could really use M4 button heads by 5, but I don't think that size exists. So I'm going to go out and buy M4 button heads by 6mm, which will just reduce that down a little bit, and it's going to make it a bit nicer. You're not going to snag your boots or your hands or anything on that, or a cloth, because it's going to stick out a lot less. Righto guys, so as you can see, water valve spindle's out. There's the seal nut for it in the top here, if I can get it. There it is. There's the O-ring seal for it. So I'm going to put this all into a safe place, and then I've got to start taking out all the bolts, all these little button head hot bolts here. Now got to get the two side, this panel out, your two sides. Then I've got there's a stainless steel frame inside the tank here, and I can loosen that off from once I get these sides off. Then this whole piece here, the top, the front, and the frame inside, of course. There's the back panel that came off a while ago. Then I can lift that whole center section out, get the bottom plate off, stick it on the drilling machine, and transfer the holes through and get those holes tapped. And then whoopee to poopy, there we go. It will be the last of the M4 tapped holes going into this tender. As you can see, I think there's like 48 or 52 in this side alone. Then you've got the top, the front, that side over there, this panel, the back panel. There's about 200 M4 tapped holes in the whole tender. Right, so give me a few minutes and I'll start getting these panels taken off, and we'll get it loosened off from the tender frames down there, and get over to the drilling machine and start drilling some holes and tapping some holes. Well, that sounds exciting. Alright guys, give me a few minutes, I'll be back. Okay guys, here we are, back again. I've managed to get everything dismantled. Got a few holes, about 18-20 holes I think it is, something like that, to drill. As you can see there, I've got the M4 drill, my 4mm drill in the chuck. The hole there that I've got to use to transfer through. Now of course I've got to tap the other side of that hole. So I'm going to go through the hole just enough to make a dimple into the angle line that's underneath. Then I'm going to change the drill out, change it for a 3.5mm drill, which is tapping size for M4. And get a bolt in it, get an M4 button head little bolt into it. Not going to do all of them in one go. Literally get one or two into each piece of steel first to hold them in, and then once they're actually, positively located with the bolts, then we get into mass production. It's just go along and go zip, 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 zip through all the holes with the M4, then trace them through with the 3.5. And then we go to the wonderful joy of joys of tapping all the remaining holes M4. But as I've said before, this should be the end of the M4 holes in this tender. So this bottom panel is the last one to have all the holes drilled. Alright guys, well I'm not going to film that, that's going to be mega boring. So I'll get back to you once I've got all the holes transferred, drilled through and tapped and the bolts in, so you can see what I've done. Alright, give me some time, I'll be back in a while. Righto guys, there we go. Last of the M4 button heads are in, 16 of them across here, and in the front, other front corner over there, there's the M4 tap. I did the whole tender with one broken drill and one broken tap, which is amazing even for me. It's just a case of taking your time and doing the usual thing about half a turn forward, quarter turn back. So that's turned out pretty well, so I'm really happy with that actually. Now there's going to be a little bit of a tool tip here. Some of you may have seen in the background these kind of little plastic cups, trays, bowls, I suppose is a better word. They've got a honking great magnet on the bottom. There you go. So needless to say, they sit up nicely on the steel shelving here in the workshop. Okay, these are stainless little bolts, so they are not magnetic, but other things are, of course. You will find these in what I'll call them a $2 shop. I'm not going to name names, but just keep your eyes open if you're in a $2 shop. Anywhere in the world, I suppose, will have these. Sometimes they're made of stainless steel as well, with a magnet glued onto the bottom. These ones are plastic, nice little rubber enclosed magnet on the bottom. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. See, nice. Picked up some swarf, no problems. Little soft, fairly soft rubber. It's not going to damage anything. But take it from me, they're really useful. I'll prove that. Over here at my lathe, there's the tool holders I use. The lathe needs 3 hex keys, Allen keys, for when you're adjusting things like gibs and tightening things up and checking things. There you go. 3 hex keys, Allen keys. They're the 3 that this lathe use. Dedicated, stuck onto the shelf here. No problems. They're where I can see them. You can't miss them really. It's bright red, isn't it? So that's as easy as it gets. They're worth looking for. They're probably about $10 for the 4. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There might even be 3s, packs of 3. Oh no, I can see 2 of them are over there. So they're about 10, maybe $12 Australian, Oz dollars for the 4. If you see them, get them. They're worth it every time. I keep my eyes open, and so far I've managed to find 2. Righto then guys, so this is a shorter video today. My time's pretty much up here in the workshop. So I'll say please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for a notification when the next one comes out. So this is going rather well and I'm enjoying it, and I hope you are too. Righto guys, I'll see you on the next one. So please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks a lot. See you later.